Here is your second lesson in grammar for IELTS speaking. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to use conditionals to talk about the future. So what exactly are conditionals? Well, in the English language, there are a few ways that we can talk about the future. Here is an example of one of those ways. Tomorrow, I will go to the park. Now, this is using the future simple tense. So let's take a look at an example of a conditional structure. If it is sunny tomorrow, I will go to the park. You can see I've underlined the word if, as this is a key word in a conditional sentence. We are saying that if it is sunny, you will go to the park, which also implies that if it is not sunny, you won't go. So here we have highlighted that magical word if, and all three types of conditionals use this magic word. As I showed you in the previous grammar lesson, it's important to use a range of structures in your IELTS speaking answers, and conditionals are another way you can show the examiner that you have confidence in English speaking. So let's take a look at what the conditionals are. We have the first conditional, and on the right we have a condition and result. So here is an example. If it rains, which is the condition, I will get wet, which is the result of it raining. We form a first conditional by using the present simple plus will or won't. And a first conditional is for a possible situation in the future, something that could happen. Let's take a look at the second conditional. Here is an example. If I was the president, I would make ice cream free. It's formed with if plus the past simple plus would, could, or should. And the second conditional is an unlikely situation in the future, or something that probably won't happen. Now we'll move on to the third conditional. And here is an example. If you had won the race, you would have gotten a trophy. Now the third conditional is most likely the most difficult conditional to form, and we make it using if plus the past perfect, plus would, could, or should have, plus past participle, which in the example is gotten. The third conditional is used to discuss a different past and a possible resulting future. It's almost like discussing an alternate dimension or an alternate version of your life. Let's take a look at some more examples for each of the three conditionals. And first up is the first conditional, which is used to discuss a possible or likely situation that could happen in the future. We make it with if plus the present simple plus will or won't. If it rains tomorrow, I will get wet. If the bus is on time, I won't be late for work. If the shop has a sale, I will buy some shoes. Let's take a look at the second conditional, which is used to discuss an unlikely situation that probably won't happen in the future. We make it with if plus the past simple plus would, could, or should. And here is some examples. If I was faster, I would have won that race. If you cooked skillfully, I would eat your food. If we were rich, we could retire and buy a villa. So that's all for second conditional examples. Let's take a look at the more difficult of the three, which is the third conditional. And again, this is used to discuss a different past and possible resulting future. As I said before, it's almost like discussing a different version of your life. We make it with if plus the past perfect, plus would, could, should have, and the past participle. And here are some examples of the third conditional. If I had seen my friend, I would have gone skateboarding. If we had a car, we could have travelled further. If they have a torch, maybe we should buy one. So there are 3 examples for the third conditional. Let's go back to the overview to quickly review what we have learnt. It may be worth screenshotting or noting down this table and then practicing writing and speaking all 3 conditionals. Again, it's a really good way to show the examiner that you understand how to use a range of complex structures. See you in the next lesson.